John Swinney is at the epicentre of the financial misgovernment of Scotland. Hello, I'm Peter Dow and I'm speaking to you from Aberdeen. John Swinney's Programme for Government 2025 threatens another year of SNP underinvestment in the NHS, education and council services. Swinney's economic incompetence and failure of leadership is well summed up by his recent comment on BBC Radio Scotland.
Because for every single year that the SNP's been in government, we've balanced the budget. And for many years, for all but one of those years, I've been at the epicentre of balancing the budgets.
Swinney's adherence to balancing the budget defines his financial misgovernment, severely restricting investing for wealth creation and high quality government services. Thus, Swinney is at the epicentre of the ruination of Scotland, and if we want a properly governed Scotland, Swinney must be no part of the government. Sovereign government budgets are rarely balanced, but usually have structural deficits, every year spending more than is raised in tax revenues, using government borrowing powers to invest the nation's savings, which are a significant percentage of GDP. Scottish Government borrowing of the order of 8% GDP, about £17 billion a year, would guarantee strong growth, assuming wise spending decisions and the money wasn't just frittered away on a police state arresting Scotland's brightest and best, as the SNP and government tend to do. Balanced budgets are for councils, companies, households, but are never meant for the government of an economy. Balanced budgets are financial misgovernment. Scotland's devolution settlement, which no good economist would advise ever settling for, leaves the Scottish Government with essentially no borrowing powers as of right. Every 5 years or so, the First Minister signs up to a bad deal fiscal framework agreement, signing away the Scottish Government's borrowing powers and signing up to balanced budgets and the economic decline and impoverishment of our nation, which inevitably follows balanced budgets and neglect of the Scottish economy by Westminster, as we have recently seen with the ending of oil refining at Grangemouth. Swinney has indeed been at the epicentre of the SNP orthodoxy of undertaking to balance the budget, never refusing to sign up to a bad deal fiscal framework agreement without demanding proper government borrowing powers. Swinney is the economic problem Scotland has, and so only getting rid of Swinney from leadership can solve the Swinney problem. If Scots aspire to competent financial government of Scotland, we must win government borrowing powers by ripping up the devolution settlement and pressing our demands for constitutional change by banning "Not My King, That Right Charlie" from Scotland.